Project resource management includes the processes to identify, acquire, and manage the resources needed for the successful completion of a project. Those processes are planning your resource management, estimating your activities and types of quantities of resources needed, acquiring those resources, developing and managing your team, and controlling those resources throughout the project. Your project team consists of individuals with assigned roles and responsibilities who work collectively to achieve a shared goal. Managing and leading a project means that you are not just managing the material resources and execution of the project, but you're managing the people on the team as well. The people on your team are how the project gets completed, and if there's conflict, miscommunication, or a lack of coordination within the team, it's likely to doom your project. So, effectively managing the people is equally as important as managing your schedule. This means managing all of the internal and external factors that can influence the team, including how the team will communicate, roles, geographic locations. It means managing different time zones, languages, and cultures, and the politics both internal and external to the project. Your job as the project manager is complicated, and it's your role to determine how often the team interacts and what those interactions look like. There are emerging practices and styles in resource project management that are now considered best practices that optimize resources, are more dynamic, empower team members, and should be considered when developing your plan. Some of them are resource management techniques like just-in-time, supply operations, Kaizen, total productive maintenance, and theory of constraints. Making sure that you understand emotional intelligence and its impact on effectiveness. The use of self-organizing teams that use agile approaches and that function without centralized control structures. And virtual teams. In today's global economy and globalization of the workforce, it becomes important to consider multiple modes and channels of communication. Keeping that in mind, that every project is unique, project managers should carefully consider all the resources that are specifically suited for each project and try to take into account diversity, physical location, industry-specific materials or resources, the acquisition of team members, the management of the team, and life cycle approaches. With all that said, planning your resources is a critical piece of your project management plan, and you should take the time to ensure that you have the optimal resources for your project. Before you begin your project, you should always create a plan.